Good morning and welcome to Networking Cafe. Today is January 26, 2023. My name is Athena Mitchell and I work for I work for Somerville Community Corporation First Source Jobs Program. Today's guest is AACA. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you very much. May I start?
Yes,
Athena?
you could,
Yes,
definitely.
yeah, I'm Mary. I don't know, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you nice and clear.
Oh, wow, that's good. Okay. First of all, Athena, thank you for inviting AACA back again. We were able to spend a little time with you a few weeks ago, but this gives us more opportunity to say more because we want to really inform not just Somerville, but everyone about the services and the programs that we provide at AACA. AACA is actually based in Boston, but our constituents can go as far out actually as New Hampshire and Rhode Island. So we're pretty proud of our reputation. And our reputation is all about educating, employing, and empowering people who need more than, what the traditional Indeed and information sources that people look for, to change their lives. So I would like to begin by telling you that we are in a conference room at AACA, and surrounding me are people here who run programs. And I will ask them to tell you a little bit about each program, but I'm hoping that people will be engendering themselves to think about, asking more. But let me start by introducing to you Ted Dever. Ted Dever is the program manager for two programs, two very, very exciting programs. One is the weatherization training program, and the other is the building maintenance training program. People may get confused when they see that building maintenance is also known as BEAMS. BEAMS stands for Building Energy Efficiency Maintenance Skills, but in a short way, it's called building maintenance training. The other program that we're running here is a weatherization training program. It's also got another cute name, and it's called Weather Force. So I'll leave it to Ted to tell you a little bit about both these programs because they are really great opportunities for people to get some training that will get them into industries that are very fast paced,
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, so those are the two programs. Our weatherization program is a quick 2-week program where they're going to learn the your basic job skills, of course, your interview skills and your job training skills, and then the rest of it is all hands-on, where they're learning how to air seal and insulation. Okay. And the reason we're doing that right now is because we're being told that that's where all these jobs are going to be. It's a stepping stone for people that would immediately from there become chiefs, where they would lead their own groups. Awesome. And that's where they start making a lot of money. But it's for people that would want to, relatively in pretty good shape, unafraid of ladders, unafraid of small spaces, unafraid to get dirty, things like that. Awesome. And they would go work for one of these crews, which are all over Massachusetts. It's important they have a driver's license. The one big difference between the building maintenance and the weatherization is overseen by National Grid and Eversource, so they're not quarry friendly. Whereas my building maintenance skills program, which goes a little longer, over, it's about 400 hours over, 15, 16 weeks, is more geared to someone who still wants to work in the green energy efficiency field, but it's more of someone that may end up in a building or an apartment building or a hotel. And this program's been around close to 20 years. Oh, wow. Once again, we have a waiting list, but the waiting list is expanding, and we're making our classes bigger as we go here, and we're trying to see how many we can get in one classroom, and it's very successful. About over 90% right now, people are getting jobs, so we're very happy, and it is quarry friendly.
Oh, cool.
Starting salaries, the weather force, you start a little lower than a beams job. You might start around 18, 22. But once you become a crew chief, which is really, you become a crew chief in 2 or 3 months. You're talking $26 to $30 an hour. And all sorts of different avenues you can go once you meet the people in this field. A building maintenance tech, you're gonna start anywhere between 22 and 25.
Mm.
And there's a need. When I first started here, I was calling people. Now people are calling me. And some of our graduates are actually now hiring people, and they'll reach out to us to see if we have people. So very quick explanation, but nice to meet you and
Nice to
happy to
meet
answer
you
any
as
questions.
well. Thank you.
Yep.
Are there any questions?
So we could keep on going with the program, and if we have more questions at the end, or myself having questions at the end, I'll definitely ask.
Great, okay. Dong Dong, DD, also known as DD, created a really nice introduction to our training programs. So I basically jumped over her, and I apologize to her, but if she can jump right in now and show you a pictorial version of what we do at AACA, you'll see building maintenance and weatherization among them. But Dee Dee, do you want to tell them a little bit about the training programs here using your PowerPoint? Go ahead, Dee Dee.
Thank you.
And Aden.
Hi, I will introduce Aden for telling you more about our free training program in AACA.
Okay.
Oh, hi, everybody. Beams is just and weatherization are just 2 of our programs, but we actually have many others at AACA now. One of them is the Alternative Fuels and Emissions program. So this one's actually taught at Massasoit Community College, but we're a referral partner. So that means if you're interested in learning about diesel technology, about trucks, large vehicles, and all that, we can hook you up with the people at Massasoit Community College who teach this college level class, and you get certification and real college credit and everything, as well as job placement assistance. So they definitely help support you in finding a job. And if you have like barriers like Corey issues or something like that, that's also something that they can help you with. They have grants and people working on the job placement and everything. So it's many ways like one of our programs at AACA. Yeah, that's one of them. The other one, so we also have a couple ones that I'll just mention very briefly. Unfortunately, their Somerville residents are not eligible at this time because they're only for Boston. But there's it says here Young Enterprise Program, but it's actually Young Entrepreneurs Program. That's for Boston residents age 18 to 24. And it's about entrepreneurship for young adults, basically. Unfortunately, again, it's not for Somerville people, but if you maybe have a relative or a friend or someone in Boston who might be interested in it, that would be great. The other Boston only program we have is the Amazon training. This is a very technical class. It's like to do with like Amazon Web Services. To be honest, I actually don't understand a whole lot about it because
Okay.
it's technical. But again, it is for Boston residents who maybe have like a interest in like computers and things like that.
Okay.
So it's like good for that, and you'd actually get a job for some time working at Tufts, and they would also be able to. They start you with an internship, and then after that, they can look at what other positions would be available over there.
Okay.
Again, those are limited to Boston right now, but if you know anybody, we can definitely check them out. But finally, the main program I guess I can talk about now is the Careers in Banking and Finance program, CVF. So this program has been at AACA now a very long time, more than 10 years, I believe, probably going on 15 at this point. And this is a in-person 6-week class that teaches you about like retail banking and customer service. So it's a really great class for people who like maybe they work at Target or Dunkin' Donuts, and maybe they're not making a whole lot of money or just working part-time or something, and they want to kind of advance to the next level, basically, into an industry where there's, things like promotions, advancements, benefits, all that kind of good stuff. Um, so it's 4 days a week in person, Tuesday through Friday,
Oh,
9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we actually had offered this online for the past couple years, but hopefully with the pandemic on its way out, fingers crossed, right? We're resuming the in-person classes for the next semester. And the next class is actually going to start in,
Valentine's Day.
yeah, Valentine's Day. Hooray.
okay.
So February 14th. And we actually have it's a pretty full class right now, but we're more than happy to interview people and get them in as soon as we can, especially if they're from Somerville. The And if they don't make it into the May class, I think the next class is in
February class.
yeah. If they don't make it to February, the next class will be in May.
Okay.
And it's offered year round, so even if they have to wait until the fall, CBF is a program that we offered for years here at ACA, so we always have it. So, hopefully we can get people in when they're ready.
So for the people that from Somerville, they can get a training bonus.
Oh yeah, right. So this program, actually, all of the Somerville programs we have, you can actually receive a stipend for it. So you get some pretty nice extra bonus money for like building maintenance and the banking program. It's about $1,300 you get paid out. And then the other program, weatherization, that also has a stipend. I'm not sure how much it is. But oh, thank you. Uh, it but it's yeah, it comes with a stipend as well as like on the job training. So where you're actually getting paid to learn, your job skills while you're there on the job. So yeah, that's a nice feature of the programs. And students actually might, if they're eligible, they may receive their stipend in installments, if they have some issues or something like that. These programs are all about getting a person a good, stable job. So once they complete their 30 days of employment at a new job, is when we like to say, here's some extra bonus money for your participation. So that's a pretty exciting feature of our programs now. And there's some requirements of the program. You have to have like at least 3 to 6 months cash handling experience. And also a clean query, so no like justice issues or whatever. And also if you have a good credit score, that's good. If your credit is not so good, or you just came to this country and you're still working on it, that's okay, because most of our students go on to work in banks, but some of our students actually work at credit unions or like different like financial offices and things like that. So there's a lot of opportunities, not just being a bank teller. It's a really great program if you're into customer service and kind of service with a smile, right? And working with people, that kind of thing. And again, it comes with job placement support. So we help you find the job when you're done with the program, or sometimes even while you're in the program, because Some people, actually, we had one person get a job within the first 2 weeks of the last class, the most recent class we had. So, it's definitely a case by case basis where, if you're ready to roll, we're ready to roll with you. The other thing is about CBF is I guess shit, am I forgetting anything? Oh, starting salary. So starting salary is it starts around $20. So you could then make anywhere from like $20 to $24 working at your first bank job or customer service type job. That's the average, so depending on your background and skill set, you may get around there. And it's a very hands-on process where we help you find a job. We have banks all throughout the area who like to hire our graduates. You name a bank, we probably have a student working there at one of their branches. Yeah, anything else? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Mary again. I failed to introduce Aden to you. Aden Makris, Makris. He is the student support coordinator. So if you are interested in any of our programs, he will be the person you will meet first, and make it possible for you then to meet one of the program managers. So I did catch him off guard, so I apologize to him, but I wanted to make sure that you got to meet him and have him give you as much of an overview in the short time that we have here of what our programs are and the true benefits to getting into a training program. He touched on the fact that careers in banking and finance and the BEAMS program, which is a building maintenance training program, are two programs that the city of Somerville have identified as two of our programs that they would like to encourage the people of Somerville to consider. That's why they have added the additional benefits of stipends, training stipends, $1,300 for each student after they graduate from one of those programs. And after, of course, it's taking 1 month of trying that job. So it's really quite a nice arrangement that Somerville has set up. So I feel that it really can actually be almost a very good win-win situation. We could tell you much more about these programs, and I'm encouraging you to call us or email us, and we will be able to answer more questions, even bring you here and introduce you to the people who are teaching and who are running these programs. Any questions on these two programs? I think Dong had done a good job of putting up the flyers that they can see. Yes? Okay, great. Okay. I wanted to emphasize that the banking program is really an opportunity, not just if you have great people skills. It's really a great opportunity to enter into an industry that most people wouldn't think they would have to, where they wouldn't have to have a college degree. The nice thing about what AACA does is we find professions, we find careers that will help people think about getting a really good jump start into industries that most people would say, oh, well, I couldn't do this because I didn't go to college. That's not the case. Banking requires a high school degree or even a GED, and it's that easy to rethink your life. Okay, that it is possible to get into a industry that is will never go. I mean, it'll never go away. People have money. People have to do something with their money. It's called banks, and so we really know that banking is going to be here for a while. And banking has changed, sure. And the banking industry, for it to survive, is changing. So if you're working for a bank, the bank will keep you alive in that industry. So too with building maintenance. We teach electricity, entry-level electricity, plumbing, and carpentry. That's why it takes a little longer than weatherization. But both weatherization and the BEAMS program, the maintenance training program, both those programs get you into an industry that is fast growing, changing much more quickly than I thought, because we have to stay with the pace of the change in energy efficiency and climate control. So you're once you get into our training programs, you're in there, okay, and you're going to go with them, and it's going to be an opportunity that you don't want to give up. You don't want to overlook that. Okay. Secondly, moving along here, I do have with me also in the room Kerry Forge. Okay, he represents something that a lot of training programs do not offer. A lot of universities and colleges do not offer. We offer a 2-year retention opportunity, which means that once we get you in a job, once we train you and put you into a job, we will not give up on you. We will not drop you. We're with you for 2 more years. And that is something that most training programs, most high schools, most colleges, they don't offer. But we know that when you start a new job, okay, things can get very confusing, can get very isolating. And we know that we want to be there for you. So I have stories of people who have who graduated 5 years ago, and when things start to shake out, they know to come back to AACA. And we are there to help you find another job. So during that 2-year period, Kerry will call you or find you once a month. Okay, maybe he wants to try it even sooner, but once a month is all we're going to do. We're not going to bother you much more than that. We just want to call you to see how you're doing. Are you doing okay in your job? Do you need any help with promotion? Do you need any help because you're not getting along with your boss? What do you need? We're there. If you're, for example, heavens, we don't want you to lose your house or anything, or you can't afford your car payment, or you're in trouble with your family or whatever. We're there to help you with that too, because AACA has a very active multi-service center, and that multi-service center is staffed by social workers, and the social workers are very smart, and they can help Kerry help you. So when Kerry's calling you, he's not just asking you, how's the job? He's also wanting to know, are you okay? And that's very important for us to know that. So you realize that we're here to help you in the end. Okay. So Kerry, just want to say hi. Can you turn your face around there? Okay. There you go.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, Kerry is from Haiti, so he's not from Haiti? Yeah, we are very, very fortunate to have him with us. Actually, I went with him to a lovely event about a week and a half ago within the Haitian community. We talked a little bit about our programs, but the real reason they were meeting together was really to commemorate what we were talking about, the lives lost.
The 12th anniversary of the earthquake.
Yeah, it was the 12th anniversary of the Haitian of the earthquake in Haiti. It was very, very moving, extremely painful, actually, because they lost so many lives. But while we were there, they wanted to hear more about the resources that are out there in Somerville to help Somerville people, and so we were honored to be asked to be there. So thank you. So thank you to Kerry, because if he hadn't been there, I wouldn't have been able to say hi. I tried to say hi, but it was very fun. Yeah. It was fun. Yeah. Okay, so we have another program here that really helps young people. Okay, and it's called and as Aden had corrected us, YEP stands for Young Entrepreneurs Program. We had changed it. Dee Dee didn't know that, so I apologize to Dee Dee. It's called Young Entrepreneurs Program. Let me be a little bit clearer about that program. We know that young people want to do things and they want to do it fast, and they want to do it independently. Young entrepreneurs is giving these people an opportunity to learn how to start their own businesses. Maybe they want to start their own, lawn, what do they call it? Lawn mowing or snow blowing business. How to do that? How much does it cost to do that? Are you going to do it the wrong way? Because you don't want to lose any money. That's an example. Somebody may want to start their own little, nail salon. How to do that? We don't want to make any mistakes. So we're going to bring bankers in to talk to you. We're going to bring in people who know how to start businesses. It's fun and it's exciting, and it recognizes that you're not going to do this alone and not do it wrong. And then what we see here in front of you is a picture of a program that is partnering with okay. It's called Fresh Start Guidance Center. The reason I didn't want to begin with talking about Fresh Start is that it is geared towards people who do live in Boston. And so we don't want to just emphasize everything that we know about for Boston, but this is a program that is really kind of cool. Okay, it is really helping young people between the ages of 18 to 24 to come to get actually what they didn't get in high school, and then what they need to get now, and that is guidance. Okay, and it's free. There'll be free workshops. There's mentoring. There's personal counseling, which is really almost like psychosocial counseling. And there's tuition money. If you want to go to college, we can help you with that. There's some support there. There's training stipend money. If we help you find a training program, and that you're interested in, we will try to get you into that training program, and we will get you the stipend for that attached to it. And last but not least, we will help you with job placement. Now, this may make you all jealous and you all want to move to Boston. You don't have to move to Boston, but this tells you what we are doing at AACA. We love to help people, and we have picked up on the idea that the younger population, okay, really, lost a lot when they were in high school. They lost a lot, and that's why many people in high school are where they're at. They're at nothing, and we don't want to be a part of that. We know that they lost a lot. We know that they didn't gain a lot of support. They didn't get it at home. They didn't get it at school. They got it on the streets, and we know that sometimes you get it on the streets from the wrong kind of people. So we want to be the people who are going to help you. So we have here the guy who is running Fresh Start. Okay, his name is Chris Stevens. And are you coming over here, Chris? Okay, he's walking over. Hold on. It's a very long conference room. Hold on. Okay.
Hello. Hello, nice to meet you. Again, it's
You want to sit down?
it's a bridge program. It's a bridge program that really it's a multi-service program, working with these young people to help them just find what do you want now, but what do you want in the future? It's like a job versus a career, a focus, guidance, and like everything that's on our on the screen there again, but it's also hands-on and really direct. We communicate with them. We're very clear with them, and developing trust and making sure that they can develop their own or build their own self-respect and confidence, and so they can have confidence and respect us, because we're very clear in what we helping draw out their potential. And again, it's all for Boston residents. Out of school youth, which of course would mean dropout, young people who are have dropped out of school, or young people 22, 23, 24 who have a long gap between high school and college, or wherever they're going. And it's the two things are the qualifications. You have to live in Boston, and between ages 18 and 24. Um, you have a low income threshold and a few other things. The barriers are the issues such as, okay, you're pregnant or parenting, you live in a high poverty district, basic skills deficiency, you know, so everything's there. I mean, they take a basic skills test so we can help them determine how can we help you?
Yeah.
You know, what are the sort of academic services as well. So it's a real holistic sort of all-encompassing program.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
Okay, this program is so good, we're going to go to Somerville. To see if we can duplicate this program in Somerville.
Okay.
Because I don't believe, and I shouldn't be bold enough to say this, but I don't believe I've heard about a program like this in Somerville. But having been a social worker for so many years, I already just automatically know what the school systems never provided. It's not because they didn't care, it's because they didn't have the money to support, as we all know. They can give you some books, maybe they can actually give you a gym, okay, maybe they'll give you a good math teacher, you know, but they never gave you good guidance, and they never gave you social workers. And so this is a program that can begin to almost make up for the mistakes that public schools did, you know.
Okay, so now we're gonna have it in Boston and Somerville.
We hope so. We
Okay.
hope so. Yes.
Okay.
So that kind of tells you the training programs that we have here. We do have a pretty substantial employment center, which means we will help you find a job even if you don't come here for training.
Okay.
Okay, now I believe that's exactly what your program does in Somerville. You help people find jobs. But you know, I always say this is not duplication, because you know, how many market baskets are there? Many market basket shops. How many, how many how many Walmarts are there? There's never enough Walmarts, there's never enough market baskets. There are never enough programs that help people find jobs, help people find training.
Right.
We all do it right, okay, maybe someday we'll have enough, okay? That's what I'm hoping for someday. But
True.
just to keep you sort of in line with what we do job training, okay, and we do a great job, and we do employment services, and we do multi-service center, which is social workers to help you apply for benefits, give you some guidance when you get, when you get fired, okay, what do I do next? It's pretty multifaceted here. And last but not least, we've been around for almost 60 years. We started off as a Chinese social club, but now we are taking care of people from all over the world, okay, and we're so proud of that. And we love the fact that we, at any point in time at AACA, physically, about 30 countries walk in here. And I think Somerville can be just as proud. I love Somerville's immigrant services. It is so reflective of what's going on in Somerville, what's going on in this world. And so I don't even live in Somerville, but I'm really proud of what Somerville is doing there. So it's really great. So I'll stop there. If there are any questions for us, we can please ask us, please.
Yes, so there was a screen that had all the different trainings. Yes, the
Yes.
screen right here. So just to ask, with all the different trainings here, are they all the only one of them that are not for Somerville residents, or was
Okay, it's called Young Entrepreneurs Program, is for everyone.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
The
okay.
Fresh Start Program, which is a partner, okay, is not for Somerville or any place else. It's just based in Boston because we got funding to do it in Boston.
Okay,
We are very, we're very prepared to start talking to Somerville about trying to get into Somerville with Somerville grant money.
awesome.
banking is for everyone, internationally known. Building maintenance, internationally known. Okay, weatherization, internationally, yes, okay.
So another question is, when you complete the task of the program,
Yes,
what is the turnaround of receiving a job?
yes, as we try to start placing people even during the training program. If
Okay,
they're ready, we will start talking, for example, in the banking program. The program manager for banking brings in banks during the training to talk about, what kind of jobs are out there and what they're looking for. While they're here, while the banks are here talking to these students, they are already getting a sense of, gee, I like that person who just asked me that question.
yeah,
I like that person who just made a comment about what I was here to talk about. And they'll start talking about interviewing that person right away. But we don't wait for the training to be done. We start placing people as soon as possible. So when you ask me that question, how long does it take to get somebody a job? It's a very difficult question because, as you can imagine, everybody is different. Everybody's preparation, academically and emotionally, everybody's different. So sometimes it takes a month, sometimes it takes 2 months, sometimes it may take even longer. I would like to say, yeah, within 1 month we'll get you a job. I can't say that. I can say that I think for the banking program, we are partnering with every bank that you can imagine. The small banks, probably not, but the Bank of Americas, the Citizens, the Easterns, the Santanders, Winter Hill, Webster Bank, we are everywhere. Okay, so that's why if you come to us and you are faithful with your training,
yeah.
okay, we will be able to get you a bank job very soon. But it's because we have the partnerships. If you were to try to get a bank job and you would go into Indeed, or maybe you would walk into a bank, they may not treat you with much respect because they don't know you. But we will be able to say,
Ouch.
you are coming from AACA's banking program.
Awesome.
The starting salary is, I would consider, reasonable for entering into an industry, about $20 to $22. Bank of America may start you higher. They're known for that. They may start you at 23. And that's what they call a entry-level job, which is called a bank teller job. But if you are really good, okay, in class, and you can be that impressive, okay, they may start you at a higher level, at a universal bank level. It's called universal banker. They start you at a personal banker job, okay? But it will really be, I would say to my own child, get into the industry, get your foot in that door and impress them, because banks promote fast, and they will, because I've seen it happen. We have graduates who are now managers of banks.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's all, as I say, the proof is in that pudding, okay, and it works, okay.
Yeah.
The building maintenance training program, the placement rate for the building maintenance training program is about 95%, very high, okay, because again, just like with banking, okay, we have strong relationships with people who want to maintain their own maintenance technicians. And so we have, think about who would want to have a maintenance technician team. They would be hotels, there would be universities, there would be hospitals, because think about it, you walk into a hotel, you are a guest, your television doesn't work, okay? Then the hotel concierge is not going to call the local electrician. They're going to call one of their maintenance technicians. So what I'm getting at is, as the economy changes, jobs change. So the building maintenance team jobs, 90%, 95% are just constantly hiring. And they also are looking for smart people, hardworking people, and they will promote. The new weatherization training team is a very, is new to us. Okay, we started getting into weatherization because Mass Save came to us knowing that we had a really good track record in training and started to want to contract with them to start teaching weatherization. And so now we're in the business of teaching weatherization, and we're actually quite excited about that because this is one of the latest opportunities for men and women, not young and not old, but men and women who want to see a good job out there and in an industry that is going to keep evolving. He's right. Ted is right. It's like it's like $18, and that sounds actually pathetic. I agree. Okay, but he promises that they will get promotions fast. So within, as he said, within maybe a year to 2 years, okay, which sounds like a long time, but within a year to 2 years, a good worker can become a crew chief, and a chief will be making up to $30 an hour.
Awesome.
So if Ted is right, and he tends not to lie, okay, I think we are in a good industry in weatherization. It's pumping. Bottom line is basically it's learning how to pump insulation into the walls. And what does that sound like? Boring, right? Sounds like dirty, right? And all that is true. But okay, think about it. Every building that is up right now, and every building that will be built will need to have weatherization people to tighten those walls, because what is lost in air and what is lost in heat and what is lost in air conditioning is because the walls are hollow. And you get my point. Okay, so that's why weatherization is a great place now to find a good job, and they're looking hard. Okay, so I'll stop there. Go ahead.
Okay, so another question. Do you provide visa sponsorship?
Could you say that again, honey?
Sure, no problem. Do you provide visa sponsorship?
Oh, visa. I thought you said diesel. Okay.
No.
We do not supply visa sponsorship. We unfortunately will not be able to help anyone get getting work authorization. You're asking about work authorization. No, we do not have the ability to do that.
Okay.
We do have an immigration service program at AACA, but it is not something that we're good at. We are good at helping people apply for their green cards or extend on their green cards and work at family reunification and things like that. Help people become prepared to become citizens. All that.
Okay.
So we're not there yet, but we know that people can go to Boston Legal Services, for example. I don't know in Somerville what you know, but I know you know a lot because you have that immigration program there that's very well staffed. But no, we do not do that at AACA.
Okay, thank you. You pretty much answered a lot of our questions.
Well, that's because I talk a lot, right?
And that's a good thing. Thanks.
Yeah, I did mention that we do teach English.
Oh,
We have 2 levels of English. One is called First Steps. And right now, we're not doing First Steps in the traditional classroom model. We're doing First Steps in a tutorial model.
Okay.
And we like that idea because we believe that the people we want to help in the First Steps program are people who are needing better English as soon as possible because their English is getting in the way of them getting a job. So we wanted to accelerate the learning by doing it on a tutorial, using tutorial models. The other program that we have in English is called Next Step. And that program is in a classroom model, and it's geared towards people who are preparing to get into college, get into another educational system. But that is well-known, in Massachusetts, with a high rate of helping people get into college. So those are the two ESL programs.
Is it free of cost?
Both are free, yes,
Awesome.
both are free.
Awesome, awesome. Another thing, I remember when we had AACA come, there was a childcare service there. Do you-
Yes. We have, I think people get confused with the word childcare here. Number one, we help people through our multi-service center, through those social workers. We help people apply for vouchers, state vouchers,
Oh,
so they can get childcare throughout Massachusetts.
okay.
The other time we hear the words childcare is that we actually have a childcare center at ACA. And I'm proud to describe that childcare center as really being cutting edge, because we do Mandarin immersion,
Awesome.
okay? And we adopted the Reggio Emilia philosophy and practice for teaching and learning. Reggio Emilia comes out of Italy. Many people, when they think of Reggio Emilia and they think of Italy, they think of, oh, you must mean a Montessori. Yeah, Montessori is from Italy, but Reggio is not. So Reggio is also from Italy, and it's really learning it's really helping kids learn in the most creative way. So that combination of Mandarin immersion and Reggio Emilia is how to describe our Buds and Blossoms program. The childcare center's name is Buds and Blossoms. Look us up. We do take vouchers, but we don't have a lot of room right now. But we do take some vouchers. It's a great program. I'm very proud of it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, again, this is great. A lot of information. And I thank you for providing all of
Thank
this.
you. As I said, thank you for inviting us. Very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. So that concludes our networking cafe. If there's anything else you would like to say, your team, feel free to say it now. But yeah, this was awesome.
Yes. I'm still waiting for people to ask me questions. Nobody wants to talk to me?
No, so thank you for listening today, and
Thank you, Dee.
I will send you some flyers, and you can get some flyer from SCC, or you can call us, email us, or check out our website. We are
Yeah.
just located by Tough Medical Center in Boston, in really near by Chinatown.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
AACA. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you. I'm going to shut down Networking Cafe. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye
Bye.
now. Thank you.